Chase Center hasn't looked this lively in weeks. The Golden State Warriors are finally back home after 14 days on the road, a 4-2 journey, and they're on the second night of a back-to-back, less than 24 hours after a win in Los Angeles. Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and the Dubs welcome the Denver Nuggets, the top team in the West. Despite any lingering fatigue, the Warriors rose to the occasion in an electrifying contest, showcasing star power from both sides. Let's break down how Golden State overcame tired legs, how Denver nearly stole a victory, and why this result could shape playoff positioning. First quarter, quick start and big-time offense. Returning home on a high note fresh off a morale-boosting road victory, the Warriors walked into Chase Center with confidence. Draymond Green opened the game by burying a three, signaling an aggressive mindset. For Denver, Nikola Jokic set the tone early in the paint, drawing double teams and kicking out to shooters like Michael Porter Jr. The Nuggets aimed to capitalize on Golden State's potential fatigue by pushing the ball in transition whenever possible. Early shootout. Both squads lit up the scoreboard in the opening minutes. Denver got second chance points from Jokic and Aaron Gordon, while the Warriors found open threes for Draymond and Jimmy Butler. In this scenario, a highlight came when Curry threaded an impossible pass to Draymond for a layup, prompting a roaring crowd reaction. Denver's response? Jokic launching a precise lob to Gordon for a quick slam. Second quarter, Denver's scorching shooting and Warriors adjustments. Jokic's post dominance entering the second, Nikola Jokic turned up the heat, displaying footwork reminiscent of vintage centers and draining outside shots at an alarming rate. At one point, he already had 15+ points, punishing any mismatch or slow rotation. Golden State switched defenders frequently, from Draymond to Kuminga, but none could fully stifle Jokic. Still, the Warriors forced him into passing mode a few times, hoping to limit his personal scoring. Fatigue versus momentum. The Warriors, fresh off the back-to-back, had to rely heavily on their bench. Brandon Pods stepped in, bearing timely threes and making hustle plays that bridged the gap. Denver's bench, featuring Christian Braun and Peyton Watson, contributed energy, especially on the glass. This extended the Nuggets' lead slightly, but Golden State kept it manageable, thanks to Curry's relentless shot-making and Draymond's interior passing. Third quarter, Warriors swing momentum. Defensive boost from Draymond and GP2 out of halftime. The Warriors' defense tightened. Gary Payton II and Draymond trapped Denver's ball handlers, forcing a couple of shot clock violations and turnovers. The increased pressure stifled Denver's transition game. On offense, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, in this scenario, led a small run, culminating in back-to-back scores off pick and rolls. What had been a Nuggets advantage started to vanish. Jokic keeps Denver close. Despite Golden State's push, Jokic refused to let the Nuggets wilt. He reeled off mid-range jumpers, free throw line floaters, and perfectly timed passes for corner threes. At one point, Jokic reached 30+ points on ultra-efficient shooting. Still, the Warriors ended the third with a lead, capitalizing on a mini scoring binge by Pods and a half-court heave from Curry that landed as time expired, sending Chase Center into a frenzy. Fourth quarter, crunch time heroics. Curry's dazzling display. The final period saw Curry in full superstar mode. He used screens from Draymond and Kuminga to free himself for lethal step-back threes, fueling roars from the home crowd. Each time Denver threatened, Curry responded with either a dagger triple or a slick drive to the bucket. Meanwhile, Jokic remained unstoppable for Denver, hitting fadeaway jumpers and orchestrating possessions. He racked up near-historic numbers, surpassing 30 points and flirting with a triple-double. Late game tactics. Denver tried to trap Curry, forcing the ball out of his hands, but timely cuts by Butler and kicks to open shooters kept the Warriors ahead. The Nuggets also struggled to contain Draymond's short roll decision-making. Any help on Curry led to easy lay-ins. Down the stretch, the Warriors forced a critical turnover by Jokic, turning defense into a fast break dunk by Kuminga that effectively sealed Denver's fate. A final triple by Michael Porter Jr. kept it interesting, but free throws from Curry and Pods put the game out of reach. 5. Scoreboard and implications. Final score, Warriors triumph in a game that saw multiple double-digit swings. The Warriors emerged victorious, 123-116, handing the Nuggets a rare loss in which Jokic poured in an extraordinary line of points, rebounds, and assists. The key factors were Golden State's defensive surges in the second half and Curry's unstoppable scoring. The victory ensures the Warriors maintain a grip on their middle-tier seed in the Western Conference. crucial for avoiding a play-in scenario. Denver, meanwhile, might face a tighter race for the top spot than expected, especially if Jokic's epic efforts aren't enough to secure consistent wins. What this means moving forward for Golden State, the late season form suggests they can still outshoot and out-hustle the West's best, even on a back-to-back. The synergy between Curry, Draymond, and the bench, Pods, Kuminga, GP2, indicates a dangerous playoff threat. Denver's loss highlights that even Jokic can't do it alone if secondary scorers can't match Golden State's depth. Adjustments are needed to handle locked-in defenses that target Jokic relentlessly while rotating effectively to cover shooters. Conclusion: after 14 days away from home, the Warriors returned to Chase Center and fended off a monstrous effort from Nikola Jokic, sealing a 123-116 victory over the Nuggets. Stephen Curry starred with a flurry of late threes, and Draymond Green delivered essential defensive plays to seal the deal. With each team jockeying for position in the cutthroat Western Conference, this showdown provided a sneak peek of potential postseason fireworks. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NBA recaps and tactical analyses. Comment below, do the Warriors look like a championship threat again? And can the Nuggets rebound despite Jokic's heroics falling short?